Piccolos. I just had the experience of playing Tchaikovsky 4 along with other pieces on the program this past weekend while sick. And I just wanted to go over how I practice through the week of the rehearsals and everything. I kind of developed a little 10-minute routine I did where I just drilled it a certain way and then went back to bed and then went to the rehearsal. And it actually was quite effective and efficient. I would start off just playing it down from the beginning, playing it down, and then so let me just do that first. And then the next one. Okay, and then what I did, the first part, I don't drill that. I would just drill the main solo. So what I did is I would do it in these sections like this. And do it like that a bunch of times. And I would do it whatever tempo that I felt I was in control of. But about that tempo. Like, I don't know, 5 times or something. And then I would do to the D flat a bunch of times. And then I would do to the A flat here. So I did that process, and then my next part of my practice, I put the metronome on 100 and I ran it going up in 5. So I did it at 100 and then went up to 105, 110, etc. until 140. And then for whatever reason, I went to 142 and then did the little section practice, did it in little sections like that again. And that was my routine. So at 100, I remember this sounding better when I was doing it this past week. I can hear a little bit more now, so maybe it did not sound as good as I thought it did. Getting there, coming up to 120. I remember when I got to 120, then I would actually count the 2 measures rest right there. But before, I just kind of went into it. Anyway, for whatever that's worth, that was part of my little process. Okay, and then, like I said, I would do 142 for whatever reason. Oh, because it seemed like the tempo we were going in the rehearsals was around 142. So then I would do 142. I didn't do it for whatever reason, straight through. I think because I didn't want to mess up and have a bad experience in my mind. So I would just do it in the little sections. So I did that, and then I put it away. So for whatever it's worth, that was my process of just practicing very efficiently. I think what helped mentally for me was that I had developed this little routine, and because it was a routine every day, so I did this for about a week, maybe 5 days before the concert or something. I would just get up, just sit down and just do the routine. Just do the routine and then be done. I didn't worry about it. I didn't feel good, whatever. And when I did this routine, by the way, I had already worked up the fingers. I didn't start my practicing of Tchaik 4 with this little routine. It was like 5 days later when I got this cold. Anyway, I feel like that little routine I did really got me through. I got through the concert just fine. So I just wanted to share it in case it might be helpful. Also, I did do a practice guide. If you're familiar with my practice guides, I do have one on this that I had done, I don't know, a year or two ago. I'll link it here in the description. Anyways, so I hope you found some of that helpful. Good luck if you're practicing Tchaik 4, and I'm rooting for you.